Hey there. I'm sitting here doing some color and masking for the hues for monochrome, the chromism, and I figured I'd give you a look at the process. I get a lot of questions on, well, why is it taking so long? How do you do the color? So I figured, let's show you what my process and my workload's been for the last few months. Alright, so we're in After Effects where I'm doing the color and all the effects type of things. This is a clip where Isaac, our main character, wakes up and is putting on different articles of clothing. Depending on when this video comes out, those of you may or may not know that there are people in the movie who are called Hues, and they have turned color in the world that is black and white, which should be his case here. So let me get everything turned on, kind of where I have it. So one thing, the first thing I do is there's an effect called leave color, and what that allows me to do is get this eyedropper here, and I can select a skin tone, and it does what it says. It will leave that color and get rid of everything else, and then you can change how strict you want that to include, similar hue tones, that sort of thing. Since everyone's skin's different, the lighting, whatever. It's okay. It's a good starting point, but it's not the best. So let me turn on my mask here. So basically, what I'm doing is I've got the same clip twice. My top one is my color. The bottom one is my black and white. And there's probably multiple ways to do this. This is just the way that I've been doing it. I feel somewhat insane, and you'll see why here in a moment. But what I'm having to do is think of it like a movable cookie cutter. This outline you see here is keeping of the top layer, which is color, only what's inside of it. And everything outside is going away, which is revealing the bottom layer, which, like I said, is black and white. So let me open this up down here. This clip is 12 seconds long. I'm almost there, but if I zoom in on this second line here, see these little diamonds. These are keyframes on each frame. So if I kind of toggle through here, you can see as he moves, this very beautiful outline is moving with him, keeping all of his extremities, everything inside, which means they stay in color. And how does that happen, you ask? Well, that's what I'm having to do. For instance, so say I'm ready for the next one, which I believe I am. I'll come over here and hit the next frame. After Effects does an okay job at tracking. It's not the best. You can see here that this is a little far away from his head, and you can kind of see the wall color back there, which we don't really want. So I've got to come in here and yeah, move boxes around. Outline his head, make sure everything's good. I'll just do it quickly so you get the general idea here. So down here you can see that his nose, his lip, facial hair, chin is all out. So, we can try to get fancy and move, you know, more than one at a time, which, saves some. But we don't want to cut, too many corners. We want it to look good. So that's pretty much the process. Doing that until the clip's over. Now here's the kicker, right? This is a 12-second clip, and currently I'm only masking out his head. I think I've got to come back and do some of his hands here and there in this clip, but we shot in 24 frames per second, right? This is 12 seconds long, so let's pull up our handy dandy. So it's a 12-second long clip, and we shot in 24 frames per second. So that's 288 of these little keyframes I'm moving around. I'm not counting those, but I don't know. Is that 25, 30 boxes. So 288 times I'm moving these around his head. That's a lot. This is an easy clip. Let me show you the scene before this. So this is the clip just before, and there they are. So on this one you can see we've got his head, a little bit of his chest, both hands, his stomach before he pulls his shirt down, and if I toggle through here you can see how they track and follow his body with, I mean, again, probably 25, 30, maybe more little points there. Now it's not consistent. You can see there's some gaps where maybe his hand goes behind his body and you don't see it, or behind a backpack, or so on. So it's not complete, but this one we're at 11 masks. So for argument's sake, let's say that they go through all the way. This clip is 19 seconds. So, oh, this is gonna hurt. So let's do our 19 seconds. We're shooting in 24 frames per second. That's 456 keyframes, give or take, for one mask. And we're doing 11 different ones here. That's not really fair because this one's like only this much. So let's just say head, left hand, right hand. So that's 3. So let's do times 3. So 1368 keyframes, and then maybe another 500 for when the belly shows and when his legs show in this clip. And this is just 19 seconds of a 60-minute movie. Yeah, so that's why it's taken so long, needless to say. But yeah, I just wanted to give you all a behind-the-scene look at what my workflow's been like. Hope you enjoyed looking behind the scenes at how the Hues stay color and the monochrome world.